Camera up a little bit. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. Okay, so we're just here to talk about glass animals. I'm gonna try and talk slowly until it counts at least one person as part of this group. So so we'll start with the less interesting stuff first, I think. Now this might be nothing, but I think it's something. You know what I actually think this is a Swedish art glass bird. Now, I'm not positive, but there are little do you see right here, see those little lines right there on his little beak? That's because somebody would have heated this up and not only poked his little eyes in there, you see his little eye? You could actually see it better before I did that. So let me show you back here again that he's just a green glass bird. So somebody heated that up and then grabbed it with a pair of glass working pliers and pulled it out just a little bit. And yeah, that's how he got his little beak. And it's the same at his tail, actually. So maybe this isn't a Swedish bird. I don't know if they typically left little roughness like that, like tool marks. That's what I was going for there. It looks like there was a sticker on the side there. It's not Murano or anything. I tried to see if it fluoresced at all, but I don't think it does. I think it just kind of looked weird under a black light. So as I speak about these, I'll take them away. So I didn't know if this counted or not. I decided it did, since technically there's glass dolphins in there. Oh my goodness, look how crumb bum that is. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to clean that off. You can keep staring at the other animals. We'll talk about the dolphins once we've cleaned their habitat. Okay, let's come back to it. I'm praying on everything that I don't drop any of this into the 1,000 other pieces of glass that are sitting here. So this is kind of interesting because in addition to the two lampwork dolphins in there, which I assume they're lampwork, this is also a bullet conte, controlled bubble technique. So that's pretty interesting. That's pretty neat. I like this one quite a bit. Although I think, because it's got a relatively cloudy bottom, I do believe this is going to end up being a Chinese or Taiwanese paperweight. And that's not a complaint. You know, I'll buy anything as long as it's pretty and the price is right. So, you know, I wouldn't pay $40 for this paperweight, maybe. But I'd probably pay 20, 30. I don't usually like to talk about costs and stuff. Hey, whoever that is, I see you're a person in here. I love you. Thank you for coming. Do we know each other already, or am I just meeting you? Either way, it's nice to have you. I'll keep talking about birds unless you comment something. So this is a hand-painted Fenton piece of custard glass. So if you shine a UV light on this, it'll fluoresce, and I've got videos showing you that. And this was painted by R. Delaney. Now listen, I saw, I believe, in the uranium glass page, okay? These are people that respect uranium glass, they like uranium glass. They were talking about, now this is like a sin to me, so I don't know how you guys feel. You know, maybe you can talk me down off of this. Hey, what's up, Nebo? It's good to see you, buddy. So I'll ask you your feelings on this. The people in the uranium glass page, I think is where it was on Facebook there, they were talking about how they would scrape the paint off of these. They would get rid of it because they liked it better as just a uranium glass cat or bird or whatever. And they were even talking about doing it to, like, you know, Bohemian glass and stuff. So, I mean, maybe I'm being a bit of a priss about the Fenton pieces, But I mean, like, would you really scrape gold off of a Bohemian vase? I don't understand the thought process. And this one lady was like, well, it's not like the artists care. They probably made 1,000 of them. And I was like, well, I wonder if the artists' kids care. Because, you're destroying their parents' legacy, something that they crafted and built and longingly cared about, like, they spent hours away from their families just to paint these little birds. And I'm sure they would want people to respect and appreciate the efforts that they gave. I just don't understand the thought process that would go into what's going on here? Is my microphone not plugged in? Can you hear me okay, Nebo? Do I need to talk louder? Hold on one second. I don't I don't know what's going on here. Um huh. Well, my little light's not coming on that says it's recording or whatever. What in the world? Okay, just for my own peace of mind, I'm going to try unplugging it and plugging it back in. Like a real technical whiz. Hey, there it goes. There's the light. Am I louder now? Or am I am I just not smart? I'm sorry if that laugh was suddenly like the loudest thing you've ever heard in your life. It's like pick to find time to work now, microphone. All right, let's see. I think we're going to talk about this little clear glass cat next. So I think, now I haven't done a ton of research on him, but I've seen pretty similar, that's not gonna fly with 8 pieces of really colorful glass sitting behind it, huh? So I'm gonna lift this up. Yeah, I saw it and I was like, huh, I wonder if that's by definition custard glass because I had read about it and looked at a couple of pictures and stuff. Oh, it's so stupid to talk about a thing that we could be looking at while we talk about it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of you're looking for that yellowish kind of green shade and opacity as opposed to translucency. And yeah, a lot of these, the two that I have, I actually have two of these. The other one's signed by a lady named Patsy something, but the sticker covers the rest of her signature. But yeah, mine are both stickered and signed, and I think that's pretty interesting. But yeah, this is the shade you would go for on custard glass. I don't know if I'm explaining this to you now that you already completely know exactly. But that's oh my god! I just kicked my table leg. Let's not talk about it. Oh, that sounds pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I think I've seen one of their other bells. I think I saw that somebody had a bell, and I thought that was pretty cool looking. Somebody else had a bell that was like a custard glass Fenton like anniversary bell or something. I think this is an Ellie Smith or Viking glass cat. I'm not positive. Let me do this with him so he'll fit all the way in frame. But I think he's don't break your necks. But I think he's a Viking cat. Hold him up kind of by the light here. So yeah, he's pretty neat. I like him quite a bit. I just knocked over this black cat here. I don't know. I remember thinking something was weird about this black cat when I first got him, and I think he might have been missing a foot. Otherwise, I broke him at some point in time. Like a real idiot. I did drop him once in the middle of a video. So, I mean, it did happen, but I didn't think I had broken him. But who knows? Who knows? I'm just not a smart boy. So, anyway, this is lamp work. So what they would do is take a piece of glass and they would heat it up with a torch or torch work. Sometimes it's called torch work, not lamp work. But so they would I love his face, right? I mean like who did that? That's so cool. Let me see if I can't make it focus a little bit. So I think the white's supposed to be his whiskers, which obviously didn't individually make whiskers, but yeah, I think he's pretty cool. And yeah, I just got him in an auction lot. I mean, he came with like a bunch of other little glass animals and stuff. But yeah, this is called lamp work. And what they would do is just take a piece of glass and they would stretch it out with their tools as they heated it with a torch or some type of lamp, almost like a Bunsen burner. Sometimes it really was a torch, like a little handheld propane torch. So yeah, I'm pretty mad his little foot's broken, but pretty cool little lamp work black cat. He's got style, so I think he's probably from like a stylish country. He's probably like Italian or something. Shame about that foot. It makes me mad every time I look at him. Good. How am I doing so far? Like, I understand if you gotta go do laundry or something. Such an idiot. So I don't know much about this little fella at all. Let me try and make him focus up here. There's not the tool marks there were on the other piece, as you see. So it's either maybe fire polished after tooling it, or you see maybe that could almost be like a remnant of a tool mark right there. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, isn't he cool? Yeah, I don't know too much about this fella, but I figured we're doing glass animals. Why not just look at everybody? Let's see. He's got a clear bottom, so that's a pretty good indication that he's maybe not Chinese. I mean, sometimes they polish theirs, but typically they don't. So he could be, a different country. He could be maybe Taiwanese. Sometimes theirs is a little nicer than Chinese. When I say stuff like that, it's only in reference to their mass production. Obviously, artists from any country can be, a rival for another artist from another country. But, Janko? Isn't that a large jean company, isn't it? I'm sorry. No, I don't know who Janko is. Janko. Oh, man. Man, I just dated myself a bunch there, didn't I? You remember in like 91 when all the kids wore big pants? Oh, really? Had you already looked him up? Did he have a sticker? Was it a rectangular sticker? And yeah, I don't know who Janko is. I've never heard of that company. So you're teaching me something right now, which I love, because it's free. I'll take it. Now, wait. Were you talking about the Gene Company? Don't mess with me now. I can't believe we're the only ones here. I mean, this is more fun than Enesco. I don't know if I know that company either. I might have read that company's name. The reason I'm not talking is because I'm trying to clean up this next piece. I hate to do a video all on glass animals and just have them be comprised entirely of fingerprints. So yeah, this one actually tricked me when I bought it. I mean, I paid $4 for it, so I mean, you know, ain't breaking nobody's heart around here. But I did think this was going to be a Murano piece, especially with the base. I've seen reminiscent bases on their pieces, but I mean, you know, somebody's going to copy something. They're going to see it and they're going to be like, I can do that. And then it's going to happen. So yeah, that's the base, and I mean, it's polished and it's maybe even flame polished if I had to guess. But yeah, I like the whole thing really. But yeah, they were pretty insistent that this was a an Asian made piece, like Japan or Taiwan. But I like him, and he's a bit more of a salmon than the ones that you typically see, which are dolphins. Oof. Oof, buddy. What do you guys think about that? I like him quite a bit. And I like the pedestal too. I mean, if I could have that as a paperweight on my office desk, I'd probably do that. Because, why wouldn't you? Moving along, Austin. Jesus. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I better be able to. It's like the only thing even bordering on profanity I use. I like this fish bottle quite a bit. And this has a little bit of home in it for me, because this is from Wheaton Village, which is in New Jersey. It's in Millville, New Jersey. And I mean, obviously a super cool little, fish bottle. But yeah, you could go there, and I've been there a few times when I used to live in New Jersey. And I've been there and I've watched these people blow glass. And that's a thing that I'll carry with me for like my whole life. So when I see these Wheaton glass pieces from Wheaton, New Jersey, I grab them when I can. So I've got two so far, which is kind of funny because I live in Michigan now. So I mean, for me to be finding even two Wheaton pieces, that's pretty oof, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know what I mean? All right, who we got next? Let's talk about our two other lampwork pieces down here. All right. We got a snail, which is maybe my favorite piece of glass that I own. So again, this would have just been somebody, working a piece of glass with a pair of pliers or something, and using like a butane torch to heat it up. And I mean, look at his little feelers and everything. Oh my god! But seriously, I mean, in a genuine way, I love this little thing. And look how sweet he is. I mean, what a sweetie pie of a snail. Oh my goodness. And then the other side, they must have what they must have done is just laid this dollop of glass down on the table and run its colors around, and then left that drying because it's flat on this side and it's obviously got texture on this side, and then attached a little pedestal of green glass and a little neck of green glass, and then he would have heated this up with a torch and stretched out his little head and face and everything. And I think that's a super cool technique for working glass. Very cool thing. And what a cool subject to not make it any bigger than its real life counterpart. Like that's a heck of a thing. I like it a whole lot. And then we got a little lampwork snake. So just like the other thing, this probably would have started off as like a 2-inch clump of about the thickness of this head here, and he would have heated it up right here and stretched that, down the body and down the tail. And he would have ended up with this little guy. And look at him's little head there. Isn't that cool? And I've honest to God never looked at him this close before, so I'm doing this with you guys. I'm not like a trained expert. I'm like, and you know what? It's a very nice piece, and this is a 24th century Armageddon glass. So yeah, I'm just looking at some of this stuff and appreciating it with you, because I don't know no better than you do. I don't know nothing from Nevermind. We are coming to some pretty neat stuff, though. This rooster. I like this rooster, and I think it's probably a Chinese piece too. You can see by the cloudy bottom there. Which actually I was almost thinking felt like it would peel off. Kind of looks like it started peeling off. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, I think this is I wish it was not cloudy on the bottom, because I feel like the bottom, You see that? I mean, I feel like looking into that would be pretty cool from the underside. These are millefioris, um, so like little rolls of glass. You know, you would lay down like a sheet of glass and you would put a roll inside of it and a roll inside of it, and then you'd roll that sheet around it until you've got like several little rolly doos of glass there. And isn't that pretty cool? They make like little flower looking deals when they cut them along the, you know, you'd be looking at it like this and you'd give it a snip and you'd have that little piece right there. You'd have to do it while it was hot with a pair of glass scissors. Isn't that pretty cool? I like his little eyeballs. Oh, he's cloudy. I've been touching him. Somebody been touching him. This is a Fenton Swan, and this isn't custard glass. So, I mean, you know, it's pretty. I probably should have done these right next to each other because you can see the shade difference a little better. Let me, Yeah, I really like that rooster. He's not getting any love on eBay. I got him up for 35, which I mean, I've sold Murano paperweights for like 65, so I really thought at 35, even being a Chinese bug, you'd get some love, but yeah, nobody's biting on him. Maybe just the right person hasn't seen him. I don't think I'm going to come down much more than that though, because he's such a good looking thing. I'm not trying to just you know, some of these things people are going to have to show me the appropriate amount of respect and love to get them. If you send me an offer on some of this stuff, it better be like, I ain't got no money, but you can have my last 20 for that rooster. Like, all right, I might think about that. But, but yeah. So yeah, this is a pretty nice little molded Fenton glass swan. It's obviously opaque. This one was hand painted by Diane Gersel, I think. Maybe Gersel. And yeah, can you imagine people deleting that off of these? Like, I can't. Ooh, I can't stomach it. Ooh, I don't like it. Maybe mad like being in the conversation. I wanted to be like a mechanic, you know, like I've got it in me to just yell in your face that I don't like you. but you know, I'm trying to be an antiques guy. I'm trying to be I'm trying to be a good dude. Trying not to yell in nobody's face. This isn't the shop. There aren't any other mechanics here. It's just me. Just me and a bunch of old ladies and stuff. That's not a complaint. I love you guys. I'm not saying all of you are old, but I do look at the demographic of my YouTube page, and it does typically say, you know, somewhere between 70 and 60% ladies, and you know, they're usually in a key age demographic as well. The Volvos. This is a Wedgwood rabbit. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. You probably can't just go and Google these and expect to find one this good because I've seen a fair few of them now. And yeah, I think I have the best one. Like, I have not seen another one that was like this colorful and crazy. So Wedgwood, and I think that's the same company. I tried looking it up, but the information wasn't super clear. I think that's the same company that Charles Darwin's grandfather started. Now, there are a couple of different Wedgwoods, even in England, so I mean, it was kind of tough to nail it down. But yeah, I mean, if he's not like looking in a tiny universe, I really like him. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? It says on the there's a little sort of stamp on the bottom here. So this one is pretty easy to figure out if it'll do it. Come on, buddy. Yeah, go figure it'd have a tough time focusing in on that. There we go. Okay, sorta. says Wedgwood, England. And I'm not gonna like even brush my finger over it or nothing because I feel like it'll get weaker somehow. Let me set that down. So then the last three pieces we have here are definitely Murano. All three of them have been verified by Murano people. Hey, what's up, Soulmate? I don't usually, I've only done this, maybe a couple of times now. But, yeah, it's Friday night. I was sitting at home, bored, out of my mind. My wife's still at work. She's actually, let me give her a little credit right now. She is working after work on a Habitat for Humanity house. I know you live in Australia, right? Australia or New Zealand? But, it's basically people volunteer and they build a house. And my wife was the lead electrician for building a Habitat for Humanity house. So, I mean, let me just brag about that real quick because she's still there. And I'd like her to see that, I actually think that's the coolest thing in the world. And she's had to go down there. I mean, she's been on that job, she's spent at least 20 hours of her time, I mean, at least, just doing that. And that was with a team of people for part of it. And so, yeah, I think what she's doing right now is super cool. So back to stuff that's almost as beautiful as my wife. Oh, yeah. I'm laying it down tonight. That's right. So this is a Murano elephant, and I'm not sure who the maker is. And this label's actually coming off just a little bit. You can see it's peeling away from the surface just a little bit. So what I'm going to do with any of the labels that fall off of my pieces is take them and scotch tape them to the bottom. I mean, it seems, pretty foolproof to me. But, there's so many pieces with lost stickers and stuff. Why wouldn't you want to keep that record? I mean, it's really important to me when I see a sticker that I try and keep it intact. But I see this one's just not dealing with my house well or something. But yeah, made in Murano. And that's a pretty handsome little elephant, especially with the amethyst butt. And then we'll talk about this clownfish. Is that a clownfish? You guys maybe know better than I do. Whatever he is, he employs some super neat techniques. Now, I think this is a mixture of my camera not being able to do it and me not knowing what I'm doing. I'd believe you over me, I promise. If you're saying it's a parrotfish, then I'd buy it. Oh no, that's okay, buddy. Oh, that's terrible. I really hope he's okay. You know what? That's a knock on wood from America, bud. I genuinely hope he does all right. I'm gonna keep talking about this. Oh, okay. I think now we're getting a little bit in. Are you gonna do the thing or not? Maybe it won't. Maybe I need to. I just want to show you. You see that? That's actually silver leaf in throughout this glass. That's his, middle layer there, or, second to last layer there. Isn't that cool? You ever seen anything like that? Parrotfish. Okay, I totally trust two of you, especially. Look at his crazy layers. Welcome to my underground lair. And it looks like he's got some more silver leaf just in a little bit of this layer of blue right there, which is a pretty neat touch. And then very small stripes of the silver leaf going throughout. And then kind of a aqua blue, green, pink, red, and blue. It's a pretty wild thing. And this base is pretty specific to a single artist, but I can't remember who it is, so don't ask me. Go to the Murano page. I forget who it was. I'm sorry, everybody. Oh, and then last one. All right. So this is actually my favorite piece of glass, and it's not only a subject matter that's near and dear to my heart, because I've had two best friends that were black cats, but I mean, it is an elegantly done, beautiful piece with a rare technique involved. So look at that face. First off, I love his face details. Honestly, this is probably my favorite piece of glass maybe I've ever even seen. But this technique here, let me see if I can focus in on it. Come on, buddy. Don't let me down now. We're so close. Okay. Let me see if I can just get a little bit closer to him. So yeah, you see that? Do you know what that is? It's called fumato. So Fumato. That is actually smoke trapped in between two layers of glass because there's an inner core and then an outer core. And these holes here are actually used for the controlled bubble technique. So you see how there's interspersed bubbles around here? So it's used not only for that, but I think for the fumato technique, but I'm not positive about that. Yeah, bullicante with smoke. So it's bullicante and fumato are the two terms that would apply to his techniques. And isn't he cool? I mean, right? If you know smoke and you know bullicante, then I'm sure you can vouch for me here and say that that's a pretty cool cat. let me uh, Let me give him a little background without a bunch of color in it. Kind of does him a disservice. So yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'm sorry you didn't make it here soon enough. I went about a half an hour. These are all my glass animals. It's about as interesting as you would think. No, I really do like him. Thanks for saying that, guys. I really appreciate it. Like some of these things, like I don't know anything. I see a black glass cat and it says Murano, and it said $45, and I really felt like I was rolling the dice. But I looked up. I think I just Google lensed this cat, and I found two exactly like him on eBay. Except they're solid colors. Like they have the same face details and stuff like that. I think one of them's signed, and they were for sale for $200 and $300. Just a little bit smaller and just a little bit bigger than this one. So, I mean, but neither of them had. Oh, I definitely will, buddy. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd love to have more than two people watching. I mean, not that I don't appreciate you two watching. Like, I really do. I'm glad it wasn't just me talking to nobody this whole time. Just like, these are my glass animals, and I'm very sad. but but yeah, the $200 one and the $300 one, they were both a little smaller and a little bigger than this one, but neither of them had the fumato effect. So I think that this is a very uncommon technique by the artist who makes these cats regularly. So maybe mine's just a little more valuable than, say the other two. So yeah, what do you guys think about that? I don't know. I'm probably just whistling dicks, see? That's such a cheap joke. I'm so sorry. I'm out. Hey, Soulmate, I don't know if you're on Facebook or not. I'm on Facebook. I got the same name over there as everywhere else. Best I can afford antiques. So yeah, I'm on there a lot more than I am on Instagram, so I don't know if you do that or not, but yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. No problem at all, buddy. I'm glad you got here eventually. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really appreciate that. So yeah, I love you guys. Stay safe. Almost Christmas. I hope you get everything you want, even if it's world peace, especially if it's world peace, huh? How do I stop this thing? I don't even know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. First big problem. Okay, I think I got it. Maybe not. I have no idea how to stop this from happening. Oh no! I'm trapped doing a live video for the rest of my life. What is wrong with me? Come on, buddy. Okay, I've rotated the device. Oh my god! Are you serious right now? Come on, internet. You're making me look real dumb right now. Oh no. Oh no. All right, I think I figured it out. Have a good night, everybody. I'm just gonna pretend none of this ever happened.